What up, y'all? It's DJ AlphaTyler back again with another Wildcard Wednesday reaction, and we got a ton of stuff on deck for y'all. But first, if y'all are new around here and don't know how Wednesdays work on this channel, Wildcard Wednesday is the day for second chances, third chances. It's that day where we come back to something that we ain't checked out in a minute, something we checked out that didn't get a ton of views. We come back to all kinds of things. Basically that y'all been looking for. We look at some new content, we look at some different kinds of content, all that stuff right here on Wednesdays. Similar vibe on Sundays, so if you're into seeing something new, definitely make sure you get at us on those 2 days. But right here, one of the first things that we're going back to, something y'all been asking for, something that flew under my radar, something been blowing up. Y'all been checking it out, watching it since the last time I looked at the video, and that is Mr. Traumatik. And so Mr. Traumatik, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is an Australian artist. And y'all asked for some new Mr. Traumatik content the other day. And when I looked, that video's popped off. I didn't even notice it had. And so this ain't one of the ones that y'all requested, but I did catch that this one just came out on June 25th. So just a few days ago, almost a week. And I figured we go ahead and hit this up, see what this one's about, and then we'll start moving. You know, if y'all are into it, want to see some more, we'll start moving into some of that old content. Let's go ahead and see what Mr. Traumatik featuring Devilman and Badness are bringing on Movie Show. Let's go.
Lifestyle we live is like a movie show. Lifestyle we live is like a movie show. Lifestyle we live is like a movie show. Badman don't give a fuck who you know. I trust the way we go. In the ghetto,
this life is just like a movie. Real. Illuminati wanna shoot me. I'm a multi-dimensional entity. I do my job, I'm on duty. The food I'm eating is fruity. The fruits I'm eating are juicy. I'm drinking a healthy ginger and lemon and honey and turmeric smoothie.
Yo, what? Hang on, you drinking what?
The fruits I'm eating are juicy. I'm drinking a healthy ginger and lemon and honey and turmeric smoothie.
Alright, so I'm guessing he's healthy, because he's eating healthy fruit, eating juicy fruit. He's drinking them lemon and turmeric and everything else in his smoothie. Alright, come on with it, brother.
Oh wow, I don't use eye drops, I use the eye in my head like Cyclops. Humans are going extinct, yeah. This shit is intense like Microps. Don't come around me with a dry cough. You can fuck right off.
Hey, right there. If y'all missing it, there right there, that's about COVID, right? You can tell from the video, they're talking about don't come around me with a dry cough. If you do, you can write off. I like that rhyme scheme too.
This shit is intense like Microps. Don't come around me with a dry cough. You can fuck right off. I will kung fu kick you in the face, run you over, then drive off. Wow. This is a violent nation. Violence. We're living in isolation. Human beings are parasites. Please don't try my patience. Viruses come from eating animals. I don't like to taste them. That's real. I don't like food that's grown from semen. Fuck that slice of bacon.
Oh, so is he a vegan? I'm not a vegan, but you know, I mean, if that's your way, go about it. But right there, I mean, he's talking about he don't like food that's grown from semen. I mean, that's kind of clever right in there, right? Like, you know, I like his wordplay going into these. You know what I mean?
I don't like to taste them. That's real. I don't like food that's grown from semen. Fuck that slice of bacon. Dirty. These government scientists made man-made viruses. Protect your friends and family. Yeah. Protect your sinuses. Wow. I live my life for this. The world is mad like China is. I'm talking so much truth. I think I might die for this.
lifestyle we live is.
There too. He tied it all back in, because at the start he was talking about the Illuminati wanting to shoot him and everything, and now he's saying he's talking too much truth. He thinks he might die for this. Okay, so just talking about that verse right there. I mean, it's talking about being healthy, and then it's talking about, you know, COVID a little bit. Don't come around me with a dry cough. You know, talking about where it comes from, talking about man-made viruses and all this, because, you know, I think it's official. At this point, I don't even know what the news is saying, but I mean, even if it ain't official, there's a lot of theories that COVID was actually made in a lab, all that. I'm pretty positive that it's official. It was made in a lab. But All right, I like what he did with the wordplay, and especially, you know, bringing the meat around and talking about how, you know, working semen in as a rhyme, you know, talking about the meat and how it's processed, how meat, you know, I mean, obviously animals are banging other animals to make some meat. All right, that was clever.
Like a movie show, Badman don't give a fuck who you know. I trust where we go. In the ghetto, yo.
I want to talk about this beat for a second too, because the beat's real stripped and simple, and I'm about it. So if y'all know my channel pretty well, know my content that I drop pretty well, y'all know that I'm a big fan of these stripped down beats that work, right? And the thing is, I don't know that this beat works with a voice that isn't his. You know what I mean?
I'm sick of the pain and the poverty. I'm an ethnic minority, not a part of the majority. Yeah, but I'm still a main priority. Living in a broke society where people can't eat food, ain't got much variety. When other people are living like royalty, nowadays ain't no loyalty. Close to my goal like a penalty. All I see is hate and jealousy. Smoking flavors, drinking Hennessy. Live your life the best way you can before you become a lost memory. Don't give a fuck what you're telling me. I've got the physical energy. Peace and love is the remedy.
Yo, this touching on some BLM and everything. Yo, this song right here, this is really about just everything that's happening, at least in the US right now. I mean, I guess it's impacting the whole world right now.
Lifestyle we live is like a movie show. Badman don't give a fuck who you know. I trust where we go. In the ghetto,
Is that it? Oh snap, that was the track. Alright, so I only heard, well, I guess if you count the hook, there were 3 guys in there. I don't know any of them besides Mr. Traumatik at the beginning there, but, you know, I kind of like what the track was doing. I mean, the track's really just bringing awareness to these things. It ain't really putting a political spin, and I mean, you know, at this point there's enough political spins. If you turn on TV, you're gonna see one person's opinion. Change the channel, you'll see another person's opinion. You know, get online, read a couple of news stories, you'll see 3, 4, 5 different opinions. You know, it's nice just to see this one bring in attention to everything, and then also, you know, I mean, promoting kind of being healthy, and I'm about it. I'm about Mr. Traumatik. This is the second track I've heard, and I'm really into both of them. And you know, I'm sure there was something I missed, especially in that second verse right there. You know, I didn't really pick up everything he was saying. I did catch that he was talking about being a minority, not the majority, still being a priority. I like the wordplay. I like how it's going into, you know, kind of talking about, basically, you know, just because I'm a minority, I'm not forgotten. Hey, and I get that, and so we're going through, we're showing these protests and everything in the videos too, and I get where it's coming from. I mean, it ain't outright, you know, saying loot and vandal and all that, but it is saying, you know, we all matter, especially in these times right now. And at the end of the day, right now, 2020, the way everything's gone down, 2020 has been a dumpster fire. And so, I mean, it's time to band together. Just look at your fellow human and lift them up. It don't matter what color. It don't matter if they're the majority, the minority. It don't matter what they are. Lean over, lift everybody up. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we all in a worse spot than we want to be, for sure. That's all I got for this one. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all want next. Let me know if y'all want to come back to Mr. Traumatik. Let me know what you think about the video. Like the video if you enjoy it. Sub to the channel if you haven't already and you want to see more of this content. I'm DJ AlphaTyler. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, taking care, and I'll catch y'all next time.